to another episode of the Chaotic Minds. I am your host, Devontae Ewing, aka DJ Thunderbase, and I'm joined today with my co-host.
Hello, guys, girls, and squirrels. My name's Henry Montney, also known as Mayhem the Heart's Mace. Hey, how you guys doing today?
Hello, I'm Dark Trooper coming from you live from a secret location, aka my couch. How's you doing tonight? How's you doing?
And I am Supreme Llama Overlord. I might be pregnant.
Might not be mine.
That's probably yours.
Go have your weird ass man child somewhere else.
Hi everybody, I am Dom, aka the Dominant Visions, deep down in a cave hole and looking out for some arts and visuals, and good to have you here tonight.
Layers?
I'm Layers, otherwise known as So Many Layers, and I'm basically an ogre.
So we got an ogre and an orc. This is hilarious.
Orcs are better.
That's because orcs is green, and green is best.
Green is best.
I'm just eating a bacon sandwich with mayo on it.
Gross.
Damn it, llama.
Eek.
Fat on fat. Delicious.
Ha!
No,
As you
I was
see,
about to ask.
we now have it. Yes, people. We now have a damn it llama counter. For every time llama does something, we are going to say it and count it. How many times per episode? How many episodes? How many times per those episodes? One day we'll get there and we'll math it all in and go, this is what it is every year.
The mean, median, and mode.
Oh, yes. But until then,
To get things started off like we always do, it is time for our relationship section with Mayhem Hearts Mace.
oh, hello there. All right. Remember, everybody, when it comes to relationships, the number one thing, no matter what it is, communication. Communication is key to all relationships. And without that, you have no relationship or friendship or work relationship or such, or hell, war. Tonight, the subject for it is going to be cheaters never prosper.
True.
When it comes to that there's numerous incidents in so many people's lives that I know, or I've had it happen myself, when people have lied or cheated, and I catch them or find out, or I prevent it before it happens, and then just leave because I'm not dealing with that.
I've had it happen too.
Oh, I was there for one of them for you, and I feel we need to make that into a movie by how dramatic that was.
You go on that one chick movie, chick channel. What's it called? E?
Damn it, llama.
Hallmark
Let
channel?
him do it.
No, I don't think it's the Hallmark channel. I think it's called E.
Lifetime?
I didn't even say anything.
No, we thought the phone thing was you. Someone has their phone.
Is it Lifetime Movie Network you were talking about?
Yeah, I think that's
Was
it.
That was a good boy, and I got damned. That was my phone.
You were never a good
What?
boy.
Oh, I was right. Thunderbase sitting there waving his finger over the button going, is it? But back to it for relationships and relationships. You have to be mindful of those. You do not, if here's a good one. Here's a good analogy. If you met somebody and they cheated to get with you, what makes you think they won't cheat on you with somebody else?
I don't know. That's what I said about the math test.
But no, really. I've had scenarios like that where I met a girl, didn't know she was dating somebody at the time. She cheated on the guy to get with me. I meet the guy later on. He tells me the truth and what really happened and shows me even text messages and dates. And I ask her, and she blatantly lies. And then I ask what she's doing, where she's at, and she blatantly lies. I have a certain friend that saw her around and contacted me, and I drove with her ex to said destination with her for another guy. Boy, howdy, was she in shock, awe, and stump. And then when all three of us guys stopped what we were doing and went, yeah, no, we're not doing this. Have a nice night. Because and many people say it as it goes in a relationship, though, women more have the access to sex, where men more have the access to relationships. You may not think it or understand it, but when it comes down to it in a relationship and everything, the man doing the stronghold, holding everything together, household and relationship and calming control and everything, it's usually done by the man. And the sexual preferences of having fun is usually done by the lady when she says it's okay or not, or wants to or not. You can't just go off and grab and ravish a woman whenever you want, because there are laws against that. You will get in trouble, and or they will spite you, and you're never going to talk to each other again. Communication, again, is key to all relationships. Don't be pushy, rude, or disrespectful. And also when it comes to relationships, long-distance relationships, which we had a friend, which we're not going to make names of, but sadly had something like that happen recently, where they had a long-distance relationship and with the person for a while and not believing they would cheat, and then found out they did. Well, by the gods and holy squirrels. I've had it happen too. I dated a French girl back in the day. And yes, she was from France. She came here to America. It was real cool, real fun. She was real pretty. Went back, found out that she was seeing several other people plus, and had a kid with another guy before the next time we met and hung out again. And I went, oh, wait, what's going on?
And gave you the gonorrhea.
Well, also in their country and culture, it's actually okay to cheat.
That's not they're French.
Yeah, it's kind of their thing. It's their shtick. Also, they should have it in their clause that you actually can't go and do a DNA test and find out if it's your kid or not, because they know that more than 50% of the population are probably not each other's. They're probably the neighbors or the milkmans or whomever. If I'm getting it wrong, please. This information that I've for years.
Milkman delivering the cream is what you're saying?
Today I learned that France is adultery land.
Yeah, it's one of them, yes. There's a few out there. Why do you think a lot of romance movies are from there? And when they say the language of love, it's not because of actually how they speak. It's because of how they love. And that's all they want to do is, And,
we miss you. I want to hang on your nose.
It's also why kissing with your tongue is called French kissing.
Yep. I think more of a language of love would be Italian or
You can
Spanish.
take me to France.
Like I like Spanish speak, and I like the Hispanic speaking. I just don't like how to write. I don't like how they write. I love how they speak. I hate how they write. I don't write backwards. I don't get it. I don't know how they can write backwards. You speak forward, but you write it backwards. And I'm going, I already have issues reading, writing, and spelling. Now, when I'm learning other languages,
the same way.
Yeah, it does not help me. It makes it worse. So I'd rather learn Japanese, even though they read opposite way. I'd still at least know they're going one different direction instead of I have to shift things around. Really
Honestly, the thing with the Far East Asian languages is like they have words can look the same or be very, very similar, and in some cases use the same
oh yeah, in Chinese
characters.
Cultures, it's definitely in
but
Korean.
the difference between these different meanings of the same kanji, essentially, or calligraphy, is the way it is pronounced, like the tone in which it is said. Can
like
mean
German.
completely different things.
Yeah, the Germans like that too because of how they speak vocal. Did you know that dogs listen better in German than any other language?
Well, that explains my dog being a German Shepherd.
I did not know that, but it's interesting to know.
It's because of how you pronunciate and speak with your tone and your voice. Certain things and certain commands come out vocally. The dog hears you properly and hears your reverberation, your vibrations. A dog doesn't just listen to your mouth and listen to this. They feel the vibration, feeling your.
You're such a good little asshole. You're a good little asshole. He's shaking his tail.
I can't even say that right. I can't even say that right now. But yes, with relationships, cheaters never prosper. I've caught it many times from other friends too. I've helped prevent it for some friends where they tell me, "Oh, I got a girl for this, this, this. Oh, she's doing this right now," and I'm like, "What is she doing?" And then I would say, "This sounds like a pattern. She's probably cheating. She's probably lying." And sure as fact, go and find out. And the same thing goes for some of the girls I knew. Oh, he says he's hanging out with the guys doing this, this, and this. It's like, okay, well, tell him to do this or whatever. It's like, oh, he says he's not going to right now. It's like, he's not with his boys. He's not with his homies. He's with a lady. And then when she called and he's going, mm-hmm, sure, and and not saying love you back, those are hints someone's cheating. Now, there are times for certain things like that, but no, if you're with your significant other in a phone call, conversation, or text, or whatever, there is usually some form of affection. The only time I'm straightforward with my wife is a quick text if she knows it's just to answer real fast. Most of the time, she gets my love, a kissies, hearts, anything, just because I love to do it anyways. At the point of showing how much you love or care for somebody and everything. You show your forms of affection. I know some people it's different. For me, I will tell you straight up, when I first got into relationships, I put everything all in one, in my heart, from my heart. But I pushed too hard and weakened myself in that way and gave myself openings. I learned to lock it in place for a while, forewarn or tell the person that I'm with, I will give you an opportunity and you will understand and see who I really am over time when it comes to me being affectionate, lovey-dovey. I just have my walls up at first and very protective and I don't really show too much affection at first. And I know that goes for friends too. When I first get to know someone, I'm not just buddy, let's hang out, let's fist bump, let's chat, No. I do have social butterfly kind of thing I was going for a while, but no, it's more of I got to get to know you. When it comes to even relationships to friendships, you're going to have someone that can betray you, turn their back on you, lie to you, use you. You got to be mindful of those people. It happens a lot, and it happens often. You have to know who's really your friend. I go through weird tests with some of my friends, and the ones that talk to me and chat with me to this day still do. Whoa, camera, where did you go? But on that note, does anybody have anything else they want to say before we shift off to the next part?
Yeah, I would say when it comes to communication and whatnot, always know your partner well enough that a lot of people are like, never walk away from an argument. But if you know your partner well enough, sometimes the best thing is not to continue the argument at that exact moment. Emotions run high. Sometimes you want to step back, take a few minutes, catch your breath, and then go back to the conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Conversation. Yeah, conversation is better than an argument because when you can talk things through, then you don't have mayhem going, damn it, llama.
That's 4.
I don't think that one actually counts, okay? But we will need a high score meter as well, so that way I know when I top myself in an episode.
Oh, you will one day.
Require him to actually do something.
Damn it, Layers. But no, that was
he
funny.
doesn't get his own tallies. Only I get tallies.
Only Llama. Only Llama gets the tallies. Unless we do a tally war one day, but we're gonna have to have more than one person on the board for this. Thunderbase Studios is gonna be like, I need to hire more people.
My equivalent of a counter is every time you say "damn it, Lairs," I cut an onion and send and transmit the spicy air to the screen.
I would like that because I used to cut onions and it didn't make me cry. It made my nose clear.
Personally, I just cut farts.
Damn it, Llama.
That's cutting the cheese.
That's 4.
It was quite the shitty situation.
Then that's not exactly a fart, is it? That's more of a shart.
So what you're telling me is that if my fart drops on the floor, that's not a good thing?
Damn it, Llama.
No.
That's 5.
So, for relationships and other shits.
And giggles?
Yes, shits and giggles for our next event. It's time for a little bit of lore.
Hello, my fellow true believers. Today being the first day of birthday of October, I figured we'd start the holiday spirit off with a little bit of with the lore about the will-o'-the-wisp. You know, it's that little blue flame. You know, in some games, in some books, you see they talk about a little blue flame that goes up and down, and leads people off into swamps and other lands. That is called a will-o'-the-wisp. Has many names. In fact, it actually gets borrowed by the jack-o'-lantern. Is actually used for a sort of a will-o'-the-wisp. Let's see. It's kind of a trickster. There's so many different versions of will-o'-the-wisp all over the world, from that it's kind of hard to nail down. Many scholars and authors have actually seen will-o'-the-wisps. Also, some people call it a puck. Shakespeare himself uses will-o'-the-wisp in Midsummer's Night's Dream as the character Puck, who actually transforms into a ball of gas and fire.
But does he give a fuck?
Doesn't Sam have the control of the will-o'-the-wisp as well?
Sam?
Little pumpkin head. Halloween stories.
No, that's a Dulian.
Yeah, the trick or treat stories. Sam.
What else is there? And it first appeared in a book in 1563 as Ignis Fergus, also known as the foolish flame that burns not. Other likely explanations for this phenomenon are fireflies, but they don't burn blue because the flames are blue, and they only burn for like a second. Glowworms, not really, because the males that fly don't glow, and the females are the ones that glow. How about St. Elmo's fire? It's a phenomenon that mostly you see on masts of ships or planes, where this big ball of blue flame, a blue plasma, ends up on the tips of the mast. Many people believe it's just spontaneous combustion of swamp gas, because a lot of the stuff that's in swamps is decomposing plant matter.
But isn't this like elongation of flame that the stories are about? It's not just like a second of a flash. It's like
it's just a likely explanation. A lot of the stories that talk about that, it might be that it just so happens that the flame is actually bouncing off of as one blows up, then the flame bounces off into the others. That's also a possibility.
Because then it looked like it's running away, which that could make sense.
In fact, in some stories, they actually say if you follow a will-o'-the-wisp, it may lead you to treasure or your death. Because remember, swamps are very dangerous places. You can get stuck. There's pockets where you can literally just go straight down into mud. You can literally drown in mud.
Sounds like hell.
Yeah.
Damn it, Llama! I just read your message.
In fact,
I was just showing my affection for you.
In some stories, they actually are viewed as impish tricksters. In others, they're used as they're little imps that use the light to lure people into the swamps so that they can kill them and eat them or whatever. You guys got any questions? That's pretty much it.
I know they're used a lot in certain anime or formats for characters these days.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Lost Girl was one of them that used them. That they actually was an actual person.
Yeah. I like the concept of the wisp flame anyways. It's unique because it's not a regular fire.
No, it's blue.
Yeah, it's and technically blue is a hotter form. And then green is one of the hottest forms. I think pure white is the hottest, which is almost invisible. Pure.
I'm not hot at all.
Damn it, llama. All right, so
That's 7.
besides that, I heard something about birthdays coming up.
It's tomorrow.
The 25th. We're starting off on the 25th.
I got one. Will Smith,
I was just about to start with that.
57, movie actor and also TV actor. I grew up watching this guy. I enjoyed him for many things. Just not
Doesn't
recently.
he like sing songs or something too?
Yeah, he
Oh,
did
yeah,
rap for a little
He did a
bit.
lot of music. I enjoyed his music. I was a big fan.
How about
I liked his
Catherine
Men in Black
Zeta-Jones?
song. I liked his Wild Wild West song. Hell, I was one of the people who liked this movie. I don't care what anybody says. I like the Wild Wild West movie. It felt like a D&D story. It was like a D&D Western. And like
How about
literally, go ahead.
How about Catherine Zeta-Jones? She is
Oh.
56 years old and still hot as hell.
Huh. That's a pretty good one. She's known for Zorro movies.
And she's also currently doing her current job is being Morticia in the Wednesday series.
Awesome.
I'm going to
All
butcher this, but Qian Long Emperor, the sixth emperor of the Qing Dynasty, one of the longest reigning monarchs in Chinese history.
The Mighty Monarch!
11 to
Oh, wow, we got a
1799.
lot of good ones today.
Here's one. We have Michael Douglas, movie actor, 81. He is the husband of Catherine Zeta-Jones. He's known for the Ant-Man films as Hank Pym,
How
the
about
original
Mark?
Ant-Man.
How about Mark? Oh, and he was also the guide in oh god, what was it called?
I don't know. What was it called?
Stone something. How about Mark Hamill, 74 years old, best icon as Luke Skywalker.
And the,
Ooh.
and the birth of the Joker in the 90s.
Here's a good one. Frederick Wilhelm von Steuben, Prussian military officer who became a major general in the American Revolutionary War and crucial to drill in Washington's army.
Not to mention the fact that everybody assumed he was gay.
Oh, wow.
What about Henry III of
No, he
England?
was a wink, wink, lifelong bachelor.
We got
No, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
we got Donald Glover, 42, TV actor, and
and musician. And
I don't know
musician.
why they're trying to say he was only in a
He's known for he
songs
was
too of This Is America.
that's one
Man.
of his songs.
Wow, he was in Magic Mike.
He
See
was
that movie?
he was Magic Mike. He was in the 2019 Lion King. He's known for TV shows such as Community and Atlanta.
Oh yes.
How about
All right, here's-
Christopher Reeves? 50 died in October 2004 at 52.
The legendary Superman himself. He also made a guest appearance in Smallville, the same episode. If it aired, he died the same day where the episode was aired.
I got one. This is the last one we'll do before we go to the 26th. Celia Duvel, 48, movie actress.
So
Girl.
we're not going to be allowed to say one for the 25th then?
What?
I haven't even said one yet.
Oh well, damn! He got cut off so quick. All right, go for it. There's like 2 of them in there before we go to the 26th.
T.I., rapper.
Oh,
One of my favorites.
he also appeared in Ant-Man.
Former point guard for the Detroit Pistons, Chauncey Billups.
He was number. He played. He was his jersey number was number 1.
All right, let's go to the 26th now.
I got
John
one.
Chapman, also known as Johnny Appleseed, American pioneer, nurseryman, missionary, and folk hero who introduced apple trees across large parts of the U.S.
Wow,
I got
damn.
one. How about Olivia Newton-John? She died, actually died pretty recently, August 8th, 2022, at 73.
Oh, she was in Greece.
She had multiple Grammy Award-winning actress, singer who gained fame in Greece. I think she played the blonde.
She was Sandy.
hmm
I like Grease.
How about this?
I just had a bunch of bacon grease.
Damn it, Llama.
That's 8.
All right, Thunderbase, what was that?
Tennis player Serena Williams, 44.
Not bad.
Oh. How about
Yeah.
Linda Hamilton, 69? She's known as for her iconic figure of Sarah Connor in the Terminator franchise.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, got a Azuka, 44, pro wrestler, female pro wrestler.
Awesome. I got the first one, next
No,
one.
that's
27.
Asuka. Not Azuka. Asuka.
Sorry, I butchered your name.
We also have Damian Priest, wrestler from WWE.
Very nice.
I remember wrestling a Mr. Priest, but it was not that guy. It was a different
I
priest.
have one myself. You have Christina Milian, who is a R&B singer and actress who is 44. She is known for singing the theme song of Kim Possible, "Call Me, Beat Me."
We'll do one
Who's
more.
another wrestler? Buddy Matthews, 37. He's on NXT right now.
Okay. Let's go on to the September 27th.
I got one. Jenna Ortega, TV actress, 23. Her most iconic is playing Wednesday in the Wednesday franchise.
All right.
He's definitely a screen queen.
Hey, Mayhem,
Yeah.
you remember that conversation I was having with you about the political party stuff and whatnot?
Yeah.
Born on September 27th in 1840, Thomas Nast, German-born American cartoonist, often called the father of American cartoon, who created the modern Santa Claus image and popularized the donkey and elephant as U.S. political symbols.
Wow. What are the odds that we were just talking about him before the show even started and he popped up?
Yeah,
How
as soon
about-
as I saw his
If
name,
you
I'm
want
like,
to keep going
got
with
it.
the political things, how about Samuel Adams, political figure? He
Love
died
his
in
beer.
October 1803. One of the founding fathers and brewer who helped organize the Boston Tea Party. He helped draft the Articles of the Confederation and the Massachusetts Constitution. He was the 4th governor of Massachusetts.
Wait, they have governors?
A singer I haven't heard in a while. Avril Lavigne, 41, pop singer. I remember her stuff from back in the day, but
I was just about to
Skater Boy
say
really didn't make sense now that I got older.
I have one. We have Debbie Derryberry, voice actress, 58. She's best known for 2 titles: the titular character of Jimmy Neutron and the voice behind the anime titular character Zatch Bell.
Nice.
How about Gwyneth Paltrow?
Oh,
53.
her.
She's best known for her role in Shakespeare in Love. Very good film.
She was in the Avengers Endgame. She's Pepper Potts. She started out in the Iron Man series.
At least you
I
showed
have
her.
a couple of them. First one, Lil Wayne, 43, rapper. And then the other one is Meatloaf from 1947 to 2022.
Meatloaf. Mhm.
Rock singer and actor.
Okay. Let's get one more in there. You already got Meatloaf, you said?
Yeah, that's the one I just did.
I just seen him. All right. Wow. What the hell? Whoops. Wrong button. All right. Go with Kiani Kiwan Nbit. 30, pop singer. Wow. I can't say her name right. The group iZone. All right. We're going to go on to September 28th.
If I may go first for this one,
All right. Go ahead, brother.
we have a Miss Hilary Duff, TV actress, singer, 38. She is best known as Lizzie McGuire.
She was my TV crush when I was a teen. And then I
Same.
found out she married the one guy from Good Charlotte, and I was just like, and the funny thing is, though, out of all young TV actresses, she's one of the ones that didn't go crazy and go nuts and say stupid things and get into a bunch of drugs. She ended up marrying the one guy, having kids with him, and just been a happy family. And occasionally,
We recently made a Hulu series called How I Met Your Father.
Oh, really?
Yes,
I
she's
need to
she's
check
the
that
lead
out.
character in this one.
I might watch that just because
It's
I'm
a
a big.
spin-off of How I Met Your Mother.
I'm still down for it. So this is just the opposite side now of her friends
Nope.
and then they met.
I'm terrified if somebody creates How I Met Your Uncle.
Oh God!
Damn it, Mama! They made a video game about that.
God,
I'm
That's
sure there's a few
terrifying.
porns as well. But I have the topper of all toppers for birthdays. September 28th, my mother is born, best known for her works of Birth and Me, the Supreme Llama Overlord.
Damn it, Mama!
Here's one.
You got a little darker that day.
Here's one. Benny King from 1938 to 2015.
Sweet. Nice
He's the
one.
best known. He was made popular by his song "Stand by Me."
Yep. That song was
All
great.
right, I got Brenna D'Amico, 25, TV actress.
I have one.
And Descendants 2 and Descendants 3 and Overnight series.
I have one.
All right.
Maria Canals Barrera, TV actress, voice actress, 59. She's best known in her voice acting role. She's known for Hawkgirl in the Justice League, She-Hulk in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Paulina from Danny Phantom, and for TV, she's known as Teresa Russo in Wizards of Waverly Place.
All right. Got one more before we shift over. Here you go. Bam Margina, 46, reality star from the Bam show.
That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah, I actually didn't like the show. Like all my friends will sit there and laugh. There was a couple of chuckles and laughs I would get, but I'm like, if I had all that money, I wouldn't do that stuff to my parents.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but was he a skateboarder at some point?
Yes, he was. And he was fairly good. He's in some video games I have too. They featured him and a few other people. It's funny, or their mod. I remember I haven't played in so long. All right, let's shift over to the 29th.
I got one.
Well, we start
Zachary Levi, 45, best known for his role as Chuck Barowski in the series Chuck,
and the movie Shazam as Shazam.
All right, Thunderbase. What was the next one you said?
He's a R&B music producer. 56. His name's Devontae Swing.
What a coincidence!
Had so many people confuse me for him for
Huh.
a lot.
With the teeth.
Not even spelled the same.
Oh, I got one. How about Ian McShane, 83. Best known for his character as Blackbeard in the Pirates of the Caribbean series, and as Mr. Wednesday, aka aka Odin in the series American Gods.
How's about this? Halsey, pop singer, 31. Best known for her song Bad at Love or Without Me.
Very nice.
She also worked on the song Closer with the Chainsmokers.
Very nice.
All right,
I have
got a-
one.
Go ahead.
Chrissy Metz, TV actress, 45 years old. She's best known for the TV series. What was the TV series called? It was something, I forgot what it's called, but I know it's in my head. Ah, okay. I think I got the name now, if I'm not mistaken. This Is Us.
Archbishop Thomas Becket, Archbishop of Canterbury, martyred after conflicts with King Henry II of England, later canonized as a saint. He was born in
Ooh.
1119.
How about this? Rock legend Jerry Lee Lewis.
Oh. Yeah.
Born in 1935, died October 28th, 2022.
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah.
him.
All right, got a Ian
For a Great Balls of Fire.
McShane, TV actor.
Ian McShane. That's a name I also haven't heard in a while either.
All right, let's get like a couple more, and then we'll shift over.
How about this one? Lead singer and bass player for Primus, Les Claypool.
Huh.
Nice.
62.
Nice one.
All right, we have Kevin Durant, 37, basketball player.
He's formerly a basketball player for the Orlando Magic. I'm
Yep.
not sure what his current team
There's
is
Brooklyn
now.
Nets, Phoenix Suns, Oklahoma City Thunder, Oklahoma. All right. Now we'll shift over to the 30th.
Rudolf Diesel, German engineer and inventor of the diesel engine.
Damn, that was cool.
Lacey Chabert, movie actress, voice actress, 43 years old. She's best known for her animations for the voices of Eliza Thornberry, Zatanna, Meg Griffin, and for a movie, she's best known as Gretchen Wieners in Mean Girls.
How about this? Chantel Jeffries, aka DJ CJ.
Ooh,
33.
nice one.
How about
Her
Fran?
name is currently the rumored girlfriend of Justin Bieber.
Well,
Screw that guy.
yeah, yeah.
How about Fran Drescher?
Fran Drescher.
Fran
Oh.
Drescher, 68. She's best known for her iconic role for getting 2 Golden Globes for this role, The Nanny.
And recently got her Hollywood star.
Oh man, I actually have a recent one finally. Ming Na Wen, Chinese American actress. I probably butchered her name and I apologize. Known for Mulan and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
And The Mandalorian.
She is awesome. Big fan, especially from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, she really got to show her stuff in that movie. Or not movie, sorry. Show.
Wait, how much stuff?
She was also featured
Actually-
in The Mandalorian, though.
Actually, pretty close to nude. I'm not even joking. There's some moments. And she's also just a badass kicking everybody's ass, hand to hand, beautiful, and all the other things she's been in, plus, being Mulan. Like,
You know,
yeah,
I was
Absolutely.
I was
have
hoping
one.
for a damn it lemon on that one.
There's also another.
I'm just a fan. That's why it didn't work.
I have one.
Here,
Kieran Culkin, the younger brother of Macaulay Culkin, movie actor, TV actor, 43. He's best known for Home Alone Parts 1 and 2, and he's also known for his HBO series Succession.
You got Virgil Abloh, 1980 to 2021 fashion designer.
Ooh.
All right, we got a couple more
No.
before we shift over.
I got a couple more, if that's okay.
Sweet.
Go for it.
First one is Steve Terberry. He's a YouTube star on 38, better known as Stevie T. Dude's he is an amazing musician and parody music maker.
Nice.
And then the other one is R&B singer T-Pain,
Sweet.
41.
I do have one more just to share, and that's it for me. Barry Williams, TV actor, 71. He is best known for from the Brady Bunch as the elder brother. Is he Greg? It's the older brother Greg Brady.
All right, let's do one more and then we'll shift over. Let's see. Anybody we missed so far? What about a Tony Hale, 55, TV actor?
Nice.
He was in
Arrested Development.
Development and Sanjay Craig.
He also provided the voice of Furlough for Tales of Despero.
Nice.
Nice animated movie.
All right, let's move on to today.
I got
October.
one. Richard Harris. He unfortunately is dead. He died in October of 2002. He is best known for Marcus Aurelius in Gladiator, playing the King Arthur in Camelot 1967, and most iconic as Albus Dumbledore in the first two Harry Potter movies.
How about this? Actress Julie Andrews.
Oh.
90 Day.
A legend.
President
Mary Poppins. She's also from Sound of Music. And she also played in The Princess Diaries as the Queen.
She's also provided the voice of Queen Lillian in Shrek 2, 3, and Forever After.
All right, we got Zach Galifianakis. Why is your name so hard to
Jack
pronounce?
Galifianakis.
Thank you. Holy shitballs. How did you say that?
Galifianakis.
Galifianakis.
That sounds like a fake made-up name.
I'll Galifianakis you.
Damn it, mama.
Sweet. I'm currently working on a 1 every 4 minute ratio currently. President Jimmy Carter, who has officially celebrated his 101st birthday today.
Oof.
Isn't he already dead?
No, he's still alive, according to what I just read.
He passed 2024.
No, yeah, he passed
Then why
last year.
Why does this
He
thing
passed
say he's
December
still alive?
29th, he passed December 29th, 2024 at the age of 100.
I have one.
Mandela effect.
Oh, now it's telling me he passed away in 2024. What the fuck? That's so rude. Make me sound like an idiot.
How about this?
I mean,
Star Kid actress and now TV actress Angela Giratana. She amazing job. First ever got to see her in it was in Black Friday for Star Kid.
Pretty nice.
How about
I have
Barry Lawson, 36? She most recent act as Captain Marvel in the Marvel Universe.
I have one.
to get to that one. That's funny.
Journey
Angelina.
Smollett Bell, 39, TV actress and movie actress. She's known for the film Eve's Bayou as a child. As she was a former child star, she was featured in Full House as Denise. She was recently casted. In the Twilight Zone remake. And the last thing I've heard, and film-wise, that she was in were Birds of Prey as Black Canary.
It's got Angela Giannattana. Why do I do this?
That's the one I just did.
See, I still said it, and I still said it wrong even after you said it. And with ridiculous names.
And then there's one more I will do.
Walter Matthau. He is best known for his roles in The Odd Couple. He died on July 1st of 2000 at the age of 7.
Very nice. Okay. I got one more. Pariah Ferguson. She is best known as Erica Sinclair in Stranger Things.
All right. Again, you guys want to do one more, and then we'll end it for birthdays.
How about this? From the British Conservative Party, Theresa May. 69 years old.
Nice.
Very nice.
Okay, so happy birthday to all of you and to everybody else within those weeks and to next week to come. Happy birthday to all of you as well.
You said come.
Ha! Damn it, Llama. You
And
son of a-
now we
Maintaining my
are
ratio.
to our safety tips and scam protection with Mayhem Marksmans.
Don't take wooden nickels. Don't put your finger over a candle. Let's see what else.
Don't put your
Battery
stick in the toaster.
Don't go on the roof unless you're properly harnessed.
check all batteries that if you have any are to make sure they're not leaking in any format. Make sure
Especially
if
in
they're
vibrators.
with their cracks. Don't leave certain batteries in toys. It will create battery acid. Battery acid over time will cook and or mess up stuff. Then it'll maybe catch something else on fire over time.
And for you ladies out there, don't stick tasers up your hoo-ha.
Yeah, what is with you? What is with people in doing that? I have some access to some stories, but
Not
that'd be in a good
sticking
time.
tasers on the outside. I'm saying stick it inside.
You would have no idea. But on that note,
How's
safety
your
tip.
balls doing?
Damn it, Llama.
13.
You know exactly why. Tasers aren't fun.
Here's one for online safety.
Fun doing
Here's
it
one for
anyway.
online safety, particularly on the note of scam protection. Is if an account you use has an option for two-factor authentication, use it.
Always go for that extra authentication because they're gonna. The second you do the singular, it's easy for them to just steal your shit.
Oh,
Yeah, they call you,
yeah.
a code from you and a number, and then you got that only 5 minutes or 10 minutes, depending on which one service you're working with. And boy, howdy, it's much nicer. I've had people trying to hack and steal my stuff for years, and they can't because I have it all locked away. And then I purposely leave the old data out there instead of the new data, and then you can't do nothing about it. I've never updated my shit, and I don't do up. I haven't updated in years. I don't need to. I'm analog.
Yeah, and like even if you lose the cellular device that you have your two-factor authentication on, if you have it through SMS messages, you can always get another phone with the same number. You don't even need the old SIM card.
Yep.
So long as you remember your number.
And you will still receive it, still be able to utilize it, and still be able to do your code and help out with it, fix things.
Yeah, and never use an email for backup that does not have two-factor authentication. Specifically, preferably SMS. Because
Yeah.
again, a text message is going to be a lot harder to intercept than an email.
Oh, 100%. Because you got their personal device on you, unless they're sitting next to you and have something that's connecting to you because you left your Bluetooth or Wi-Fi searching. You got to be mindful of that. There's also scammers and hackers as well. You got to be mindful of your cards and being protected, because some people have actual little pads or things that can just wipe past you within so many feet, and they can scan your card, steal money from you, and you won't even know it happened. By the time you did, it was too late. They're already gone. They have your money, and they just charge right past you. You have people bumping into you, walking past you now, and just swiping a device past your wallet, and they got your shit.
It does bear mentioning, on that note, it does bear mentioning that there are nowadays usually resolutions you could take with your bank to counteract those fraudulent charges.
Also, there's special wallets now, too, that actually make it so you can't just swipe past it. It blocks it.
I'm so ugly, the scammers don't even want to get me.
Damn it, Llama.
But a good tip about being online with social media and whatnot. A lot of people like to fill out those fun little list out all of your security questions. What's your favorite color, childhood home, all that fun stuff. Don't fill those out. Don't post them.
Yeah, don't. I seen a girl do something really stupid one time. She posted online, a bunch of her friends and people following her. Oh my God, I finally got a credit card, and the limit is like over like so much money. It was like ridiculous amount of like probably like 100,000 or more. And they're like, oh, that's so cool. What's the numbers on the back? What? Why? Well, that'll help. Oh, and she gave out the numbers on the back. And then a few minutes later, someone stole my card. Oh my God, they took all my money. And I'm like, yeah. Don't do that. Don't give up your personal information to people. Don't trust it. And if someone's calling, unless you know it's supposed to be a verification, there's usually certain formats, phone numbers, or places they'll call from, and it'll tell you it's usually them calling too. You know, that's also ID's a thing, and people keep forgetting that happens, and it tells you if you're a scammer or not in the morning. And there's all these new updates and special things that protect us now. And I got special things on my phone to make it so I instantly know if you're a scammer.
And I special things on your phone.
Damn. By the way, it is also a good idea if you get a call, if you get a scam call from somebody pretending to be a service you use. It's good practice to let the service being impersonated know that they're being impersonated and where from, because they can take legal action to stop that from happening to you in the future and to other people.
Oh yeah, I became a nightmare to scammers, to the point where the second they hear my voice and they know it's me, click every time. I don't even bother with me. Sometimes just, oh, this guy, click. Yeah. Please and thank you. I will be the meanest nice person you'll ever, or the nicest mean person. You'll figure it out.
I always call them back.
I do too. I will call them and call them and call them and repeat, leave messages and everything else, and I'll start revealing their information. I'm like, well, you come from this number of this thing, and it's triangulating over here, but actually you're over here. Here's a screenshot of where you're from. And they start freaking out, and they're like, what are you doing? It's like, do you know what reverse Google images for some of the people that send me pictures, and I click on it and it shows 5 profiles, different names, different ages. And I'm like, yeah, you're fake. And I start playing with them. I make them never want to do their job again.
You can play with me.
Damn it, Llama. But Llama himself here, Llama does the same thing I do. He tortures.
That wasn't me who vibrated.
Damn it, Llama. How dare you vibrate?
No, I said that wasn't me who vibrated.
You lie!
I'm not lying. My phone, I don't even put my phone on vibrate. It feels too good.
Probably somebody else. But on that note, for safety tips, is there anything else anybody wants to bring up or talk about for our safeties as well?
Yeah. If somebody calls you saying that if you don't send them money, there will be a warrant out for your arrest, nobody's ever going to call you and tell you that there's going to be a warrant out for your arrest. They're just going to do it.
They're just going to show up.
Yeah, like it's not going to be a phone call. It's if you did something that deserves a warrant for whatever reason, the cops, they're just going to get the warrant and they're just going to show up. They're not going to call you. They're not going to give you that heads up because they don't want you to bolt. The IRS will never call you and sit there and demand money and gift cards. Nobody will call you and demand money in gift cards. If somebody does, tell them to fuck off. Have a nice day.
I play with them. I laugh at them. I know that they're not real. A real officer, like you said, will show up. I have had instances in my life where cops have came, knocked, pulled information, showed it, had to explain myself, and then they went on their way. But when it comes down to that kind of stuff, you have good and bad instances depending on the safety value. Do not be disrespectful to the police officers when they show up. Also, make sure that you actually did have police officers show up. There is fake police officer stuff that's been happening a lot lately where people impersonate a police officer and threaten your life. I myself had it recently happen where I had people calling me that were trying to impersonate being police officers, and then I'd call the actual station, get the information, finding out they never happened. Here's their number, here's their information, and here's their address. And then the police would give me the information I need later to say, thank you. And they'd get these people. There's a lot of these false police officers that just walk up and act like they're real. No, you check the badge, you see the patch, you see the number, see the information, their vehicle, that they'll usually police officers will introduce themselves a specific way by the county they're from or police station they're from. If they do not do this to you, there's you got to be mindful. Also, if they're by what their weapons or clothing as well. Also, you should always look up what their uniforms are just so you know this is your cop to protect and serve. This one may be fake. Watch out. I don't know why people do that. They think they can just get away with it, but you shouldn't be able to do that. It's just wrong. Impersonating it is just wrong.
If they're not
when they were good. No.
If they're not wearing pants, that's a dead giveaway. They're not a cop.
Damn it, llama. If they have hooves, you better run. But on that note, that was enough for our safety tips. Got a little bit of Warhammer.
By the grace of the God Emperor and the will of his Inquisition, I have been given permission to tell you about this lore. Today, we are going to talk about the arch traitor himself, Horus Lupercal. Now, Horus, yes, he is the arch traitor, and yes, he caused the death of trillions, if not billions, if not trillions of people, devastating several legions, and crippling the emperor and forced him onto the Golden Throne. But he wasn't always like that. See, Horus, unlike he was the first found by the emperor. He was close by, and I think in an adjacent sector on a planet called Calth, which was a mining world, was run by techno-barbarians. It was conquered, and Horus was taken by the emperor. He was personally taught by the emperor.
Calth was the homeworld of the Word Bearers, if I remember correctly. You're thinking of Chthoniya is Horus's homeworld.
Chthoniya, you're right. What else?
I'm probably wrong about Calth. Hang on, I'll look it up.
No, it's
We have
Chthoniya.
2 librarians in here.
Yeah, you're right. It's Chthoniya.
Oh, Calth was a death world within the realm of Ultramar.
Yes. No, Cath was the world that was destroyed by the World Bearers. What was it?
Yeah, because the Battle of Cal took place during the Horus Heresy, and that was destroyed by the Word Bearers.
By the Word Bearers and by the World Eaters and the Word Bearers. They, in fact, that was one of the battles that was specifically done to lure Gilliman away, to keep him away from Terra. Because Gilliman had the biggest of all. It was Dawn and Gilliman who had the biggest legions, and Dawn was already on Terra. Anyway, where was I? He would fight with the Emperor for centuries, eventually all of his brothers get found. Some of them went under his wing, some of them did not. Some were taught by the Emperor himself, some were taught by him. When he first, in fact, there was actually a story, when he first met Raymond Russ for the first time, he was so jealous. Because before he found any of his other brothers, it was just him and the Emperor. He was the firstborn. He was the first to be found, and he was super jealous. Eventually, he would have a thing called the Triumph of Ulunar, which was a planet that had one of the largest orc populations around.
Yes, the War of the Beast.
No, happened.
That was after.
I'd rather go to the War of the Feast.
Damn it, Llama.
Damn it, Llama.
The War of the Beast did not happen after the Horus Heresy.
Hold on, 2 people said it. Does that count as 2?
That's at the Thunder Base.
No, it just counts as 1.
Because it was Llama saying something once.
And
although the leader of Ulanor was known as the Beast of Ulanor, even before the Beast Wars.
Yes, that is true. He, at this time, after the Triumph of Ulanor, this is when the Emperor left the Great Crusade, much to the sadness of all of his sons. He, naming Horus Lupercal, reluctantly named him War Master. Shortly after that is when he got grievously wounded on a planet called, what was it? Divins. He nearly died, and the Mourniphile, one of his most trusted and loyalists of his inner guard, took him to the moon of Ulanor, to a temple of serpents. This is where he first fell to chaos, with the help of a space marine called Erebus. Erebus is an asshole, and just so you know,
he is a dark apostle of the Word Bearers, by the way.
Which we will talk about that when we talk about the Word Bearers. When we talk about Logar, Magnus the Red did try to stop him, but ultimately failed. At this point, this is when he started planning the Horus Heresy. The first stage of the Horus Heresy was not known by the wider galaxy. It was the massacre of Isfahan III. This is where the sons of Horus, also known as the Lunar Wolves, the Emperor's children, the Death Guard, and the World Eaters, all of which purged their ranks of loyalist space marines. Any space marine that they thought that they could not turn to their cause, they dropped them down there, virus bombed them. When the virus bomb didn't work for all of them, that is when they send troops to kill them all.
Smart, effective, but an asshole and cowardice.
Well, Horus is very pragmatic.
Well,
after that, this is when happens to the drop site massacre on Isfahan V, where the Iron Hands, the Raven Guard, and Salamanders were basically gutted, because this is when the rest of the traitor legions came in and attacked them from both sides, and basically just destroyed these 3 legions, taking 3 more legions out of the Emperor's grasp. After that there are various and sundry battles that Horus was included in, Horus wasn't, or just ordered his. Battle of Calth being one of them. separating the Sanguinius from to try to turn him to chaos. The line to Rust to purge Prospero so that it forces Magnus to join his ranks. So to name a few. Then came to the Battle of Terra. This is the true climatization of the entirety of the Horus Heresy was on Terra itself. Months of just sheer bloody carnage and bloodshed. Titans being destroyed on both sides. People being just raped, killed, massacred, murdered just for being on there. Acclimatization until the end, when Horus and the Emperor, Sanguinius, Horus, what's left of the Custodians, Valdor, and Dawn teleport onto the Ventral Spirit to fight Horus. Dawn ends up on the other side of the ship, finding his way back. Sanguinius dies. The Emperor and Horus go into mortal combat. Horus trying to kill the Emperor, but the Emperor trying not to kill him, basically pulling his punches until he realized that he is no longer salvageable. So that's when he obliterated him.
Didn't speaking of that specific event, was that not the catalyst for his realization that Horus was beyond saving? Was that not when an ordinary human of the Imperial Guard basically put himself between Horus and the Emperor and was slain?
Yeah, that's where it was. It was that one final moment where he's seen there was no humanity left.
But there's one story. Another story is Horus. The Emperor hit him so hard that he actually came back to his senses and then realized what he did and begged his father to kill him. And he did. He not only destroyed his body, he also obliterated his soul, so he can never come back. Afterwards, after Horus's death, the Emperor got put onto the Golden Throne. All the traitor legions scattered across the stars, eventually going to the Eye of Terror. Abaddon, this is before he became the War Master of Chaos, Abaddon took his corpse and took Horus's corpse to Morn. This is when all the other traitor legions descended on the sons of Horus and started just picking them off because they blamed them for the failure of the Horus Heresy. This is when Fabius Bile, the apothecary of the Emperor's children, stole the corpse of Horus Lupercal and was planning to clone the Primarch. But Abaddon, with managing to reassemble the Horus, the sons of Horus, managed to get the corpse back and destroy it. Thus, Horus is dead and gone. Now, there are some rumors that he's going to come back, but I don't think that's good because that would just kind of defeat the whole purpose of the entirety of the Horus Heresy and kind of destroy the books as well.
I have a question. The act of destroying Horus's corpse, is that what earned him the name Abaddon the Despoiler?
No. He goes off on a journey to find himself, and I forget actually why he comes to the spoiler. Let me look it up real quick.
Horus is he was a very tactical person.
Horus was actually one of the best of the Primarchs. If it wasn't for the fact that he was the favorite of, I honestly think that he would have the Lion would probably have been the better choice. And honestly, the Lion probably would have been the better choice. Because the problem is that yes, Horus was very charismatic and a very good choice. The problem is that he was flawed, just like all the other Primarchs. But he just didn't. The problem is he questioned the Emperor too much towards it, and he couldn't. and he couldn't have that at all because he it's one of the reasons why Magnus was eventually branded as a traitor is because he questioned too much. There's nothing wrong with asking questions, but when when the guy who's literally has god tier powers, it tells you to drop it, you fucking drop it.
Yeah, he was still in levels, and Emperor was in like a Paragon mode, so there's a difference in strength and power. But on that note, let's go to our next segment. Game on. Game on. So, for an old game for me, I grew to love so many different ones. But I'd like to say that, like Conker's Bad Fur Day, because that got brung up recently again when I was talking with some guys. They're talking about, like, what's your favorite 64 game? The original Conker's Bad Fur Day. The updated one supposedly was an update. That was for Xbox. Ticked me off a bit because they just completely wiped all of the multiplayer of the original and put in this new one. The new one was fun, but they should have had both. They should have had a classic mode and the new version with it. And because they just rehashed the same story with no additions, really. I think they even minus some things. And like, I love that game though. Like, that was a great game to grow up to because it was like one of the first parody, like Deadpool style. Before Deadpool was a thing, it was Conker's Bad Fur Day, or Deadpool was just a thing, and Conker was the squirrel version in his own sense. Squirrel Pool.
Honestly, I think my favorite classic game would be Tiny Tank. I never finished it, but I just love that you got to just drive around this little yellow tank, and the commercials were just so funny. Where he's just like, he's in the middle of doing an infomercial for the company, and he's just giving the director so much crap about how the lines. He goes, and he actually does the line perfectly, and the director goes, "Yeah, that was good, that was great." And he just starts cussing. I was like, "Why the hell did I say that? I can't believe the shit just came out of my mouth. Somebody kill me."
Okay. There was a good one.
Paperboy.
Paperboy. Oh, wow. I remember Paperboy. I died so many times from the sea creatures under the freaking sewer lids or in the side, just randomly. Played the hell out of that game. But, damn. Oh, yeah. Speaking of video game commercials, you ever seen Battle Tanks video game commercial? It was hilarious. It was a little teddy bear running around all cute across the field. And you're like, oh, look, it's a Charmin bear or whatever. And then a tank just smashes through and runs this freaking teddy bear over, turns on and blasts it with his guns and just runs and starts shooting another tank. And it's commercial for Battle Tanks. World at War. I loved it. The first one was fun. The second one was the best. And my dad and me played it all the time because there was a cool co-op. And my favorite tank was called the Flippy. I'd flip you around and shoot you. My dad's favorite was the Goliath. Just ridiculous power, ridiculous armor, very slow. He didn't need to be fast. He knew where to hit you, he'd just hit you. What was
Actually,
yours?
one of the games I'm excited for the newer generation is called 007 First Light. It's like a prequel to like where you get to play as James Bond, but you get instead of just like it's like Hitman and meets like Assassin's Creed, where you don't always have to use the direct path to achieve your objective. You can actually there are actually scenes where James gets caught by one of the guards. He actually talks his way out of the guard. It's actually quite it actually looks like a really good game.
I'm not product endorsing, I promise.
No, we're not.
No, I'm just by how I like keep pulling up things and I'm just like, oh, it looks like I'm product endorsing. No.
Damn it, ma'am.
Aha. Damn it, llama. But
I'm also excited for the new Dawn of War game too.
I'm excited for that. I'm very excited for that. I love Dawn of War. I played the hell out of
it. Do you want us to give you a copy for your birthday?
Or for Christmas? If I had the money, I did. I don't know, man.
Are you giving us hint to your friends to say hint, please give me this for my birthday or my Christmas or whatever?
No, I don't do that to people. I'm very touchy about usually things because also sometimes I just don't know.
Well, good, because I'm going to get you socks for Christmas.
I want to talk about
I'm
old
actually
favorite
excited
games. I want to say my favorite game of all time might be the original Dungeon Keeper, released in 1997 by Bullfrog Studios.
You ever played Dungeon Lords?
No, I have not.
That's a classic.
Have you guys ever played a game series called Whack Your Boss?
That's not where I thought you were going with that.
I'll never play it again also because I don't want to be on a list.
There's an old Nintendo game. I can't think of what it's called for the life of me. But you used to sit there and you're a knight or wandering warrior. I can't remember what, but it was like medieval times. Just you essentially just kept walking around. You would get attacked by random monsters, and it would do like a blackout where it's just a circle. No, I can't think of. I can think of the music. I just can't do the music. But it was an old game that I used to play with my dad. I didn't play with him. It was single player, but like that was the only time I played it was at his house.
Yeah, some video games with good memories that give you some hand-eye coordination, help you out with your.
If there was an old game that I would play really that I enjoyed a lot, it will be like a crossover between two titles such as it will be two titles such as the Streets of Rage franchise and Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh yeah.
Mostly. But in the N64 section, it would definitely be Gex Enter the Gecko.
That's pretty sweet. I remember James Bond GoldenEye. That was a good one.
Not that game.
And Sonic, out of the Sonic games, my favorite of the originals was 2 actually. That one I played, I think, more than any of them.
That's the one with Knuckles, isn't it?
Oh no, that's 3.
It's Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles, or Sonic.
In the movie it was 2, but in the video game it's 3. Because the first one's Sonic, and the second one's Sonic and Tails, and the third one's Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, or Sonic Knuckles.
Do you have any favorite video game remakes?
Oh,
Metroid Prime. I'm excited for that stuff. I've been playing the hell out of those. That was my first game to play first person on something and liked.
Damn it, Ares.
I didn't care for first person shooters. I was good at them. I hated them. I didn't care for it at first. Then I played Metroid Prime. And once I played Metroid Prime on the GameCube, where they did the first person, you can hear yourself breathing. You can see the steam on your helmet and stuff, and the light flashing and shows your eyes, and you're fighting things and seeing the cracks on your visor and you're freaking out while you're trying to blast. And when you're young and you're just doing that and you're sitting in the dark and just a crazy experience, feeling like you're in another world. That experience of it. And then when it goes to third person, it's just fun little, get to play game mode for a minute and then go back into it.
My favorite one was Dead Space. I thought the fact that they actually integrated more of the movement through the ship than they did in the first one, because in the first one, remember, only way you could move between the levels was using the tram, and once you did that, you couldn't go back to the other levels until you actually needed to go back to because of going through the gameplay. But in the new remake, you can actually go back to each station of the ship and actually go through the inner workings of the ship.
That game gave me nightmares.
Really cool. The
I loved it.
downside is they got rid of the shooting the meteorites segment, where you got to go get on the big old guns and shoot the meteorites with the mass drive rounds. I was like, oh, come on, that was fun.
Any of you guys ever visit that site called Miniclip?
Nah, I usually just go to Pornhub.
Damn it, Llama. Oh,
The name of that game was Dragon Warrior, though. I found it. I guess it's called Dragon Quest now.
isn't that weird how it all changes? I remember the Spawn game for the Xbox. That was a fun one. I like that one. But we talk quite a bit about video games now. Now it's time, I think, for the
Chicken pot pie.
Damn it, Llama.
I think that should be a segment of
The
itself.
city of brotherly love. I call Minneapolis St. Paul the city of brother and sister love. Just gonna leave that one there. I'm not gonna quit my day job and go do Kill Tony or anything like that. Anyway, Bombshell Ice Suite in Minneapolis St. Paul finds 50% of immigrants had committed immigration fraud. Is this surprising to anybody? Considering we're talking about the city of brother and sisterly love, you get the reference. You don't. Some of you do. Okay, for those that don't, Ilhan Omar, Congresswoman from Minnesota, has been accused of marrying her gay brother to defraud immigration and allow him to come here. And
yeah, there was paperwork on it. It was posted on the internet years ago.
And his dad was worried, so he was like, "I'm going to send him to Minnesota so he can be not gay." At least that's what some people have been spreading. I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's weird.
Apparently, people are saying it's like legit true and there's proof. Maybe the Minnesota Star Tribune, not a conservative institution.
But
said
on that, we can
she made-
forward a little more to the actual information, maybe about a few minutes. There we go. Let's try about that.
Officers encountered blatant marriage fraud, visa overstay, people claiming to work at businesses that can't be found, forged documents, abuse of the H-1B visa system, abuse of the F-1 visa, and many other discrepancies. U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services Director Joseph B. Edlow told reporters Tuesday. Officials didn't point to a specific group, but the Twin Cities has seen a massive uptick in Somali refugees and immigrants in recent years, with more than 82,000 from the East African country living in Minnesota. USCIS visited 1,000 homes across Minneapolis and St. Paul in the last 2 weeks and found nearly 50% of inhabitants were engaged in some form of immigration fraud. Our officers found indications of fraud, noncompliance, or public safety and national security concerns. What they found should shock all of America. The operation, dubbed Twin Shield and carried out with the help of ICE, began on September 13th and concluded this week, with Edlow calling it a success that could soon be repeated in cities across the country.
See, like this, the stuff we're talking about though is that this is why certain things had the military had to be dispatched and everything is for the escalations. I've just watched a bunch of Antifa riots that made no damn sense. And then the military and the police had to come in and stuff and change things. And then recently the police did nothing barely. And then now you know why the military had to come in, because the second they come in, they're going to step back and go, oh shit.
No, the reason why is because the police don't have the authority to do it. Because the police can only do things if they overstep. If those people overstep the line, you can protest to your heart's content as long as you're peaceful.
Are bad actors. Their own mayor was walking with them. Was their own mayor or governor, or one of them, and doing a cheer before the Antifa started like growing in population. The further it got to night, the more of them showed up. And her saying just all the stuff against Trump and politics and the military. The military are just aiding the police. You guys attack the police, you got to deal with the military. The military will be calm and peaceful until you do such thing. That's the job.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Donald Trump. Look. Oh, God. It's a war zone. All these peaceful people.
Protests erupting in Portland, Oregon. You see right there. Just a group of people, again, peacefully demonstrating, as is their First Amendment rights, to Donald Trump's declaration of
the morning
war against Portland, Oregon. Earlier in the day, Donald Trump also submitted an official declaration calling on the Oregon National Guard, about 200 or so additional National Guard troops.
Yeah. They know
there's no point in going into Portland. In fact, Portland's attorney general has already slapped that down because he's already put an injunction in place, and the courts have agreed to it.
Things are still going the hell in a handbasket over there for things. Antifa taking over stuff. It's wrong. The military coming in as backup because the police couldn't do shit, and then except for the ones that started getting up on the roof and defending against, because they started getting out of hand. They started attacking individuals, trying to set things up, trying to be aggressive, walking up and doing tactics with the flashlights and aggression and shoving and hitting. There's videos, all of it. There should be some that actually I sent Thunderbase that I believe it'll be shown at some point. This is the issue we're having, is they're showing one side on one side of you guys' media. Look, we're doing nothing wrong. And then when you show the other one, I don't know who all those people are and covered in black. Yeah, no.
What would? Hey YouTube, what you're about to watch is a new segment we call Change My Mind.
A big fan of Crowder with a lot of his stuff because he's always about facts. He doesn't.
It's been a while.
He'll crack a joke because he was a comedian.
Rationalize, reason.
He never wanted to do politics. He just wanted to be a comedian, and then it turned into politics because people kept trying to kill him. But yeah, go into like a little bit of the conversations with each one, what he's explaining.
The left is violent. Will anybody be able to change my mind?
Yeah, it's a good conversation.
Thank you, Christina, for sitting down. Stephen. So I'll take that. I mean, you're not maybe super familiar with what we do with these this series. But let me just kind of clarify what it is. First, I'll tell you what it's not. It's not gotcha. It's not clickbait. This is not meant to be, or it won't be used to clip into some kind of a dunk or something just foment stuff in the same rhetoric on one side. It'll be uploaded contextually in its entirety, where hopefully we have a productive discussion. We rationalize our positions, reason them on controversial topics. Before I get to the premise of today, could you do me a favor just so we can find some common ground? Yeah. This is what's being cited right now quite a bit. Just the definition of political violence. I want to make sure we both agree on it.
Political violence are criminal complaints, indictments, and court records looking for crimes that seek a socio-political change or to communicate to outside audience.
And I'll summarize it. That's the technical description from the source cited. Yeah. It's violence as a tool being used toward a political end. In other words, just because you vote Democrat or because you vote Republican, if you accidentally hit someone with your car and commit manslaughter, that's not political violence. If you vote Democrat, but let's say you go out and run someone over because of their politics, That would be political. Do we agree on that?
I think I can agree with you on that.
Okay,
Yes.
good. So the premise today is that, particularly today in 2025, by and large, the political violence is coming from the left. It's not proportionate with that on the right. And that's the reason for the security that you see today that's very necessary.
Yeah. What I was saying is
reaching the boiling point that may not be sustainable. If you disagree with me, you're welcome to change my mind.
I don't know if I can change your mind because here's the thing when I see this time
a lot of aggressive people on the left.
There are aggressive people on both sides.
There are, but some of the people on the right know how to express their aggression without harming others.
That's not always true, man.
That's not necessarily true.
But 10 to 15.
The guy who attacked Nancy Pelosi's husband, the people who tried to kidnap Gretchen Whitmore, that's just the name.
No,
too.
that one they've proven that one was not political whatsoever. In that way, they've proven that he was actually paid by the Democratic guy to assassinate and hit somebody else before what happened.
I'm passive aggressive, passive till aggressive.
Yes, now that's something I agree with. I'm passive until you step in my bounds. Then I'm aggressive. Please be nice. Please be respectful. Don't touch me.
You can touch me.
No touchy. Damn it, llama.
Touchy. Oh, now you're trying to sell us whatever you're eating there? I see how it is.
Yeah, I work out, so I'm allowed to eat some ice cream.
So basically, what you did was narrow the eligibility for certain people to get access to the ACA subsidies. What they want to do is undo the changes that Republicans made in that. But basically, wouldn't that only affect people who do have legal status, people who are refugee seekers here in the United States, asylum seekers here?
Those are two totally different issues. So now they've created this as a new argument that they have as to why they should not keep the government open. But they're arguing a December policy debate for a September funding issue. The subsidies that you're talking about don't expire until the end of December.
No. Those are the subsidies for just everyday Americans. That's one thing that obviously has been the main premise of the argument. But you're saying they want to give free health care to people who are in the United States illegally.
That is exactly what the effect will be.
But when I looked at it, there's a little nuance, because if they want to undo changes that y'all made, narrowing who is eligible to get that, those are people who are refugee seekers, asylum seekers. They're not technically people who are here illegally, just cross the border.
No, this is exactly what will happen. And Maxine Waters admitted, I think, accidentally today on the House steps, they want to give health care to everybody.
But Maxine Waters is not in charge. She's not the one. She didn't write
She's
this
one of the senior
proposal
leaders in the
bill
House,
that Democrats
and everybody should Google it and read their counter
But
proposal
you see my
yourself.
point, right? You're making this argument that they want to just give healthcare to everyone who's here illegally. This is not for people who cross the border and don't have paperwork. These are people with temporary protected status,
No,
right?
absolutely. What will happen if that counter
No,
proposal?
you shouldn't be giving people all this health care if we don't even know who the hell they are.
Taxpayers, hard-earned dollars, would be paying for benefits for illegal aliens again. We're
Yeah,
not
not gonna be paying for somebody else.
Yes, and that's why our reforms
already
are so
doing enough of that.
What the important thing to
But
remember
I
is
didn't
what's
see that in the
happening.
Democratic proposal, but
Yeah, like that should be going towards paying for benefits for people who cannot work, like because
We
they
don't
are
have-
disabled.
We're not going to be able to retire. Our generation is not going to be able to retire.
Life
There's no-
insurance shouldn't be about going to the doctor. Life insurance should just be solely like if you die or something.
Health insurance.
I want a life warranty, just like a car warranty, that like my ribs are covered until like, whatever age, where there's a deductible essentially.
Repo Man? You're literally just Repo Man.
No,
Well,
I
you'd be
said
like
I
that
said
one Monty
warranty.
You'd be like that one Monty Python sketch where they just come to your door and say, "Can we have your liver?" It's like, but I'm using it. It's like, no. Oh, well, you should have. And they just cut him open and take his liver.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not really using my liver. I don't drink that
sign
much.
contracts without reading them.
Doing this, by the way. Where's both sides? I thought both sides were the problem or something. All right, so this is a TikToker, as you can tell. Another gay he is with a nose ring. So I'm sure this is obviously going to be very impressive.
Blue Jew.
You can just kill him.
You don't have to hold your phone in their face and ask people when their birthday is and ask people what their name is and then try to find wherever they end up in Los Angeles. You can kill them. This isn't about social media clout anymore. This isn't about video. This isn't about the phone. This is about get a gun and start killing ICE agents. They are deputized.
Yeah, you're like on drugs. I can see your eyes being all. Yeah, this is the thing we're talking about, though. Is there's people pushing this, and they're trying to hide it. Like I said, there's crazy.
It's not necessarily means that that person was on the left.
Oh no, that person's profile and everything else is.
Fatigue isn't even the word anymore. Fatigue is not the word. All right, we are living in a society where the Irina Zarutskas of the world are everywhere. 39 arrests, 25 felonies, walking free, and murders an innocent person. The blood's on the head of the judge. And the dad ended up in Congress speaking in one of the most heartbreaking ways. The dad of this poor girl. I'm so sick of this shit.
39 times. Why?
You just have to recognize that. That this
rule is what you should have at most.
Good and evil.
Bang! Dead. Gone. Why? Because Alexander Devontae Dickey, who was arrested 39 times, 25 felonies, was on the street, forced on her knees, with her hands over her head, begging for her life, begging for her hero, her father, me, that couldn't be there. She was 5'3". She weighed 115 pounds. My daughter wanted to be a teacher. She finally figured it out 2 weeks before she was executed. And you will not forget her. I promise you. You will be sick and tired of my face and my voice until this gets fixed. I will fight until my last breath for my daughter. What y'all did, you woke up a beast and you pissed off the wrong daddy. You need to fight for the rest of our children, the rest of the innocents, and stop protecting the people that keep taking them from us.
Yep, that right there. Like, why are they protecting and letting them go? This let and go release stuff that they did in the past few years of the last administration is a nightmare.
Because they probably had, the guy probably had dirt on somebody else, so he cut a deal. He probably got out because of
that many times
prison overpopulation.
It doesn't matter.
He's probably state's witnesses, probably because he's a federal witness to something, and they oftentimes get away with shit that they should not be getting away with.
They shouldn't be getting away with it. Like, these are also certain judges that are doing this and doing it deliberately, and they're preaching about it. And then now that everything is happening and bringing up their names, now they're being quiet. I think that if something like this happens, releasing and letting these murderers go, they should have to serve partial the sentence of what they released, which was that crazy person to kill this innocent girl. It's not just her.
Or in the case of this guy, most likely is that he was deemed not competent enough to stand trial. And then
he should be put in some kind of psych ward or mental institution.
And he probably was in a psych ward for like many months, and then he was released.
They have to have proof on this. There should be paperwork trails. There was none of that. They just released him and let him murder people.
Anyway,
here's the thing: is for the girl that was from Ukraine, they preached for Ukraine. They waved their flag for Ukraine. Girl from Ukraine gets murdered. Silence. Oh, she must have been racist. No. She sat there quietly and got stabbed the hell out of, and that guy said, I got that white bitch. Said it numerous times, and there was numerous witnesses that heard it. And they let him go. And now they're fighting him back and grabbing him up again. It's not a joke. That people need to learn there are consequences for you doing bad things.
I feel like that's a good time. Good time to be alive. Good time to be alive. Get them the fuck out. I fully support the get them the fuck out mindset. That's what we do here. Absolutely. So this is Nick Shirley. He actually just went to the end.
Chris.
Let me give you the context.
I'm sorry I couldn't stay longer, but I do need to go to sleep.
First, war against faith and God and all
happens at night.
I hope you're about to
These
lock
people
in.
are not on the right.
Was attacked by
They're calling everybody anything of the
All
right.
these people right here are the Antifa of Portland. All in black.
Terrorists.
That's from the fucking school. Really?
Yes. What the fuck?
You have a sniper lasered on you right now.
He acts like he doesn't care until he realizes.
Portland, this is our mother.
She erupts right now. You have thousands of people.
They're terrorists. These guys are terrorists, man. This is
Yeah.
insane. And then everyone's like, no, don't send in the military. We have this all covered. Holy shit.
People out here protesting here in the streets of Portland, Oregon. Donald Trump has said this is war ravage and is sending.
That's right. At the request of Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem, I am directing Secretary of War Pete Hegseth to provide unnecessary troops to protect war ravage Portland and any of our ICE facilities under siege from attack by Antifa and other domestic terrorists, and also authorizing full force, if necessary. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Peace.
He is one of the only persons that'll just tell you straight up what the fuck he's doing. Sure. And does it like that. Why not?
The streets of Oregon, the federal government, has said the feds
I know
use
you're
full force against Antifa, who is now declared as a terrorist organization.
Shout out to the left who killed Charlie Kirk, and then the left who rioted because they killed Charlie Kirk.
As they say it, as they're screaming and chanting it, which was probably 30, 40 minutes before they showed that nice little video of originally which Chris showed. Here's the beginning of their thing.
Can I get a bite?
A few hours later, it keeps increasing. A few hours later, it gets worse. A few hours later, then it gets dark, and then the crazies come out.
Yeah, sorry I can't stay later, but I really need to jump off and go to bed, man.
All right, buddy. Peace out, Layers. Have fun.
Thanks for having me.
I gotta get some sleep because we both know I'll get really good with the damn it llamas while I'm sleeping.
Damn it, llama.
Have fun, guys. I'm out too.
All right. Peace.
23 is the total for the night. Unless I can get Mayhem to stare into that ice cream longer.
I'll give you ice cream.
Ooh, you can put it in my butt.
Damn it, llama. Get the hell out of here. All right.
And representatives of Congress, you look at all of their Twitters, they all make the same tweets every day. All of them. It's like an actual giant organism, hive mind of completely paid, controlled propaganda. Actual hive mind tweets.
Our streets. What do you guys think about the feds coming into Portland?
It's wrong. It's completely wrong.
They say this is the stronghold of Antifa here in the United States, Portland, Oregon. Is Antifa a terrorist, do you think? No.
That's the thing you need to know. I don't know if you knew that, Chris.
Fascism is an idea, ideology. It's not one thing you can.
I mean, yeah, we all wear
I
the
think
same.
of some of these guys he interviews.
Dude, shut the fuck up and let the guy talk.
And have the same organizers and have the same people in charge.
Wait,
You know, I'm also Antifa, to be honest. A lot of people are unaware of this, and I hope that I don't get arrested for terrorism charges for saying this, but I am also Antifa. I just can't stand it. I can't stand it.
Tribute. If anti-fascists are showing up against your administration, what does that say about your admin?
And here, do you think the feds are
literally fucking nothing? You give yourself a label, and then you go and commit crimes. It's like, I'm anti-Hitler, and then I kill somebody, and I'm like, what does that say about the guy that I killed? What does that say about the guy that I killed? I'm anti-Hitler.
needed to take down Antifa?
Doesn't look like it to me. I don't know. I'm not scientist.
Do you think Antifa is a?
And when they were doing it, it was fine.
Dude, these people, like, dude, this guy should be in the asylum. Like,
It's the
they don't
most
judge him by his cover.
not for me. So, but yeah, like we'll go a little deeper into the more craziness. It's a little further down. Like this lady they're trying to attack in a car.
It is an actual war on Western civilization. It really is. Basic biblical values that built this country are under attack. Under attack.
AI growth tool, new AI editor. 1 week is a game show. It looks like right now we have a counter protester going on with some of the people. Here we go. What do you think about these protesters?
I've been documenting this for 3.5 months every day, calling them domestic terrorists, and Trump finally labeled them as domestic violent terrorist organization, like I've been, and I have the record of it. Get the back. You're on too much. Yeah, my name is Lavelle Howard. Do you want the real name? Yeah. How much medication are you on? Yeah. Look at your. What's wrong with you? You guys are mentally ill.
Would you say these people are mentally ill?
Yeah, they're mentally ill. They're on drugs. Look at their.
It's like they're mentally ill. Bro takes the microphone. Would you say on the record that they're mentally ill? He's like, yeah.
Pupils.
They retarded.
Look at all my videos. They're all out here drinking at night. They're all getting drunk. They're all on drugs. That's what.
Zero morals, zero principles, zero ethics, zero plan for the future. They just want revolution. Brainwashed population. How crazy is it? How did this happen?
They're going to get hit with conspiracy charges, RICO charges, domestic terrorist charges, and the leader is Chandler. He lives in a building right over here.
Another label, because that's the only thing they have. Is labels. And then they want to kill you. They put the label on you.
People that do the good thing, that go your way and be all nice and humble, but then you have the psychopaths that try to attack people and try to act like, oh, you hit me first, when they ran into you on purpose. I know how their little tactics go. I've been in the violent side watching this stuff for years, and sometimes I've been attacked. I just have to defend myself or get beat to death, and I'm not going to do that. I feel bad for the people in Canada. Freaking, they have their law now that if someone breaks into your house, let them take and rob you and whatever they want. You could just try to sue them later.
Oh, gee, so they're becoming like New Zealand then.
How does that work? You broke into the house. Yes, he broke my arm. He beat me. He raped my wife. Killed me kids. Cut off my leg. Shot me twice with my own gun. Stole all my stuff. Spit on me. And he's sitting right here smiling because he's your son. And you're just going to let him do this. And that's what it would be. And just, yes, I'm going to let him do this. He sued you, took your own shit, killed you, and killed your family. And the only one that's left is this one dude. Like, it's going to be something ridiculously crazy. And I feel bad for Canada because you can't defend yourself. They just illegal, like, tasers or some shit. You're not even allowed to have a taser. Good luck defending it.
You bring the whole family out today?
Yeah, I try and teach my children important things, and I think it's important.
This is a groomer. Put her in jail. No. That's what happens. They're fucking out here spawning vampirically.
Not to deport people that are just living their lives and being families here.
They're not just living their lives. They invaded our country. They should leave. They're not from here. They shouldn't be. They should go.
Doing anything wrong.
What do you hope message gets portrayed to the federal government today?
I don't think any message will get through to them today.
So literally, why are you here? If this is not about a message, then what are you doing? Because if it's not about protesting, then what is it? It's about rebellion. She said it out loud. She said the quiet part out loud. A protest is fundamentally protected under freedom of speech. If it's not about the speech, then what's it about?
I just hope they realize that we're going to stand up and fight for
That's right. I'm going to put my children on the front lines. Yeah, that's how much empathy she has.
our community, that we love each other and we will protect each other as this car tries to run through people.
Poor lady trying to go home. Like, dude, you should not be able to block streets. It is illegal. It is a crime. They should all go to jail. You can't go this way, says Karen McGee, who has zero authority and zero control over her own miserable life. She probably has children that absolutely hate her and voted for Trump, so she probably absolutely cut them off. So she is sitting there, making believe she has a modicum of authority by telling people that they're not allowed to go to their own homes.
This lady's trying to get through the streets. They're not letting her through. They're not letting her through.
Yeah, and they just swarm her car, and they start just, like, threatening her and shit. Just let her get through. Move and let her get through. Let her flow through traffic. What did she do for you guys? And then they try to say that she hit somebody and she didn't hit anybody. If she hit somebody, where are they? Why aren't they laying on the ground? Why aren't they bleeding? Why aren't they screaming in pain? Who is it? Why is it so quiet right now when they ask who got hit? When they ask who got hit, there was nothing. Then they start falsely accusing the guy asking the questions. Who got hit?
We got one more video.
I hear the Democrats are going to be blamed and the Republicans are going to be blamed. I actually think the president would be blamed. If there is a shutdown, and it's not going to be a horrible shutdown because, as you know, things will sort of keep.
Well, it was a partial shutdown, right?
If there is a shutdown, I think it would be a tremendously negative mark on the president of the United States. He's the one that has to get people together. In my opinion, I hear the Democrats are going to be blamed and the
Yeah, originally Trump was a Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
And all three latest three shutdowns were all on his watch.
We on Trump's watch. Trump wasn't running the.
No, it was on Trump's. He's even said it himself, using his words. If there's a shutdown, it's the president's fault.
Yeah, he said that to a certain extent, and that was 2011 when he was had less information and wasn't the president yet.
And then president, and then all the most shutdowns happened on his watch.
What about the ones that happened every year for Biden?
It didn't happen for every year for Biden because he got them together and negotiated like you're supposed to.
No, they shut down still. They still shut down for a couple days or a couple weeks like they always do. And they did the same thing for Trump's, and they did the same thing for Clinton's, and they did the same thing for Obama. They all do it. It's a tactic. The only thing that Trump's doing is exploiting something where he's going to start firing people. Like, oh, I got to let people go now.
Which he still can't fire people. He doesn't have the authority.
Fired a bunch of people. Other people just started quitting, which was hilarious. He fired the people that needed to be fired.
No, those people quit because they didn't want to be doing the stupid shit that he wants them to do. All the illegal crap that he was trying to do.
What was illegal?
Oh, where to start? Firing people for no reason.
What?
He was firing people for no reason. You can't just point to people in the room and say you're fired, you're fired, you're fired.
No, he didn't do it that way. He would get the proper information, find out who's who, have the guys check them out and tell them that these are the guys they want to fire, and he's like, okay, well, I'm going to fire them. Bring them in right now.
Yeah, he fired them because they weren't loyal to him.
Biden did that.
No,
Biden did that worse than anybody.
Trump is doing that right now.
But Trump's wheedling out.
Trump literally brought every single general all across the goddamn globe, wasting taxpayer money, mind you, all to go one spot, which is a massive security risk in and of itself, and then lectured them saying that if you're not with me, you're against me.
Well, in all reality, that wasn't all. They do have their other specialized ones and certain guys that can run shit. They were fine in a lot of ways. The other thing is that it wasn't much compared to all the other spending of all the other governments blowing money, like trillions of dollars and billions of dollars on other things of gender research, like ideology stuff. I'd rather send the talk to all the main guys, say, hey, this is what we're going to talk about.
He threatened them. He basically threatened them.
No,
if you don't follow me, you're going to be fired.
Basically, threaten is not a threat. He stated to them, here are your options.
You threatened them,
this, or you can leave. You leave. That's fine, but mind you, that you lose your rank and you there goes your career. He was just reminding them, hey. If he was threatening would involve.
The problem is our military do not take an oath to a person; they take an oath to the Constitution. He's trying to make them follow the oath to him, not to the Constitution, which is illegal.
No, he was going very clear on what it was following the actual rules of the Constitution, because lately the military wasn't following the Constitution. Lately, it was following ideology politics, and not being healthy. Most of the people that he was even stating were not healthy.
Right. His standard
always have PT, and PT was a thing for a very long time and didn't get cut out until recently in the past, like maybe less than 20 years. PT was a thing. I did JROTC. I did JROT. I just would have went further if I could, if it wasn't for chemical asthma. nonetheless, with that, you still training, PT, working out. I trained with all the guys still. I worked out with them whenever I could, and they come back. And I still did my own training. You need to condition. You need to train. You need to keep yourself healthy. And that's what they was coming to. And they're showing you guys need to have dedication again. You guys need to stop being lazy and expecting, and it's time to step up. Plus, your leaders, which they were mentioning, if you listen to the whole thing, they're very keen on lead by example. Guys aren't leading by example right now. And our war was the past 4 years. And we're not going to let that happen anymore. And the whole laziness of just having your facial hair go all crazy and everything. No, you're supposed to be standing up and doing your duty. There's a duty to serve in there. They're always the parts. That's why I send the whole video, because it was a whole clip instead of the little snippets they cut out, and then they have a commentator with you and tells something. Like I know on my side there is too. That's why I sit down for the other ones that are full clips and I just listen to them. And it's a lot of crazy shit that goes on for some things, but other things I respect. They're going back to the Constitution thing, like how the 90s were. The 90s we were pretty strong and sturdy. Our military was top notch. How they went by the rules and everything and followed your strength, dexterity, and your constitution and your intelligence and your honor, respect, and that you protect your people. And your people are your main concern. You follow the orders properly. Instead of or following some guy that's paying you from behind the table. Because that was the thing. Who the hell are these people giving the money and funding all these things when it's not the government? No, the government's supposed to do their own. The state's supposed to do theirs separately as well. That's why it's supposed to be like a small government, or the government's supposed to be an umbrella, but not in control fully. It's more defense.
But do we have any final statements for the night before we end it?
Tune in on Sunday for the Rolling to Die podcast at 6 p.m. sharp. DJ Henry the Heartsmith is our DM. What's our match this week?
Oh, this is Halloween time, so this whole month is going to be a unique story until it wraps up at the end. The first 3 weeks are going to be unique. The last week is going to be Nightmare for Christmas, but we're continuing the Blood Saints through the forest. Also, the Mimic Castle is awakened.
Also, if there's any particular lore you want us to talk about on the podcast, please leave a comment in the below. Like, share, and subscribe, and please hit that bell. We love to have you guys here listening to us ramble on.
And don't forget to tune in next week on Wednesday, same time, same place, for the next episode of The Chaotic Minds. Again, I've been your host, DJ Thunderbase, saying thank you and good night.